In this portfolio video, I'll be talking about the implications of data and privacy that exist within the digital humanities. The two projects I will be discussing are the Pinterest video and the podcast. I chose these two projects because they both deal with data information, but the projects themselves are based in two different mediums and programs. In the podcast, my group generated two conversations that were recorded. I took the raw script from a discussion we held in front of the class, and I cut down the audio from 27 minutes to 16 minutes by streamlining ideas and cutting out uhs and ums and discussions I didn't find relevant to the topic of data and privacy. I also cut down the background noise by using the Amplify tool and the noise reduction tool. This project was saturated in finding the line between where data stands on a public or private sphere. The podcast helped generate ideas from multiple perspectives, such as looking at things from streaming services, such as Netflix and Hulu, or through police prevention efforts and what effect the data collection has on individuals. I loved the collaboration involved in creating the podcast, and I enjoyed playing around in Audacity. I figured out how to snip, combine, and add sounds and cues to streamline the discussion. In the Pinterest video, I was focused on reporting the experiment I had with 3 different profiles in Pinterest and reviewing the data I received. This project took a lot of adaptation as I compiled the video in a vertical format, and it cut out a lot of material that I screen recorded in a horizontal format. So I had to redo a lot of my screen recordings to fit the vertical format. I also tried to be creative and play around with the animation toolmaker, something I've never done before. At first, I wanted to report on the gender dynamics within Pinterest, but the data I received confirmed existing biases that Pinterest is inherently female-targeted. In my first draft of the video, I introduced Cindy Tacoby's article and talked about how scholars believe there is a gender gap that exists within Pinterest's platform. After the creation of the video, I found the material presented seemed to be targeted to a female audience, even within my gender-neutral profile. I did find a lot of evidence that age is a major factor in the Pinterest profile because I made a 22-year-old profile and a 65-year-old profile. In the revision of my video, I focused more on the data that focused on age differences instead of gender differences. I found this project fascinating because I never thought of Pinterest or any social media platform in gendered terms. I learned a lot about how data functions within a social media platform and what elements affect the material you see. Overall, this class has let me critically engage in how data manifests in our daily lives and how our implicit ratings are used, such as pinning certain URLs or skipping certain commercials. I have learned more about social exchange and how our data is used to interact in our very capitalist culture. I want you by my side.